This is On Tilt Trading. Let's review my trade on Cosmos today. Let's put my charts into perspective. Up here you have candlestick area. Down here this is a volume profile. This is a slow stochastic. This is the MACD indicator. These purple lines that you see here, these are Camarilla pivot points. This is Camarilla pivot S3. Do better than this. This is Camarilla pivot point S3. This is Camarilla pivot point S4. This blue line that you see right here, this is the 200 exponential moving average. This is the 5-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart. And this is the 60-minute chart. This trade idea is an S3 to an R3 long trade idea to the Camarilla pivot that's up here. I chopped myself up in this particular trade. I'll explain what I have going on here. So in the 60-minute, we'll go over this first. I view the 60-minute, this 200 EMA right here. I use this as a gauge of strength or weakness for my particular system. If any currency pair is trading above the 200 on the 60, I can only trade it long. If it's trading below the 200 EMA on the 60, I can only trade it short. So with the price action here well above the 200 EMA here, there's no way I can follow my system and take this particular currency pair long. Also with Camarilla pivot points, this being S4 right here, any currency pair that trades below S4 is a short signal on the Camarilla pivot system. But with how I use the 200 here on the 60, I believe that even though the price action has sold off below this S4 level, I believe that this currency pair is too strong to sell off below the level, and the S6 level is down here just below the 200 EMA. So I don't believe there's enough selling pressure to get down there. So this is the first thing that gets my attention as far as in which direction I want to trade long. Also, typically if you're trading long for the S3 to the R3 traverse, as this trade idea was, when you do this, you can take an entry anywhere from down here at the S4 level to midway of the range here, up until right in around S3, and sometimes even just a little bit above S3 here. So a few areas of where you can actually take the trade. As you can see here in the 60-minute, there's been quite a bit of consolidation inside this range. It's broken out some to the short side here lately. But this is what I'm seeing that's giving me my trade idea, the S3 to R3, and the fact that I don't want to trade this short because of potential strength in this particular currency pair. So for market structure, this is where I made a few errors on this particular currency pair this morning. So we'll go over to the 15-minute. The 60-minute I use as mostly a gauge of strength or weakness. This 5-minute I use pretty much only for entries. My main trading time frame is the 15. This is where I want to observe market structure, and I want to set my stops and everything. My targets and the Camarilla pivots are based off of the daily, which I don't keep up. I don't keep a chart up just because intraday is too large of a time frame for me to get reliable information. So for this, I just use these 3 time frames to give me the information that I need from my system. So coming over to this first entry here, this was a FOMO entry. This entry right here, definitely FOMO. I was looking to try to get an entry here, but wasn't able to get the risk to reward that I wanted based on this particular or this potential strong low from a structure perspective. So I chased this entry here, trying to catch this S3 entry here, trying to catch an entry here at S3. This is S4 here. Trying to catch this entry. You can see the 200 EMA here. So ideally, when I take an entry, I like to have my stop on the opposite side of the trade of the 200 EMA. So since I want to go long here, ideally I want my stop loss behind the 200 EMA or below the 200 EMA. So when I take this entry, I believe my stop is right here, behind here, this particular candle. We get some buying that comes in, and buying takes the price action above the S3 level, and then sellers come in and take the price below. Here I stop out here at the 200 EMA, and we can see more definition here on the 5-minute. So due to FOMO, I made this particular error of trying to set my stop back here, which is, this is a double bottom here on the 5-minute, but the 5-minute I don't use for market structure, and I paid for it in this particular trade idea, and I stop out right here in this candle where in one of these 2 candles, I can't, probably this one here, when it price action sold below this double bottom, but this is not per my market structure rules, which I'm just starting to put in place. The Camarilla pivot system I have experience with, but trying to use it in conjunction with market structure to really get the most out of it. So using the 15 for this structure, this would be the strong low, since we have a breakout here above this level here. So this would be the last strong low here, which I would need to base my stop loss off of if I want to take an entry here. So stop out here. I take this second entry here. This is just being aggressive, or revenge trading, or just being in the habit of, if I get out of a position, just get right back in the position. So this particular idea, this trade idea, same trade idea, but at a better risk to reward, but I'm not being patient and letting the trade set up. But this particular trade, had I not taken this position here, I would be comfortable. This not a good trade idea. This I would be more comfortable with. I'll clean up the charts here. Just because the risk to reward is proper. Well, it was on the first one as well, but my stop wasn't proper. I had to use a weak stop. That was my issue with this first entry, using a weak stop. Here at this second entry, much more appropriate stop. I'm comfortable with this particular trade idea. But you can see price action goes back up, makes it to the S3 level, and then selling pressure causes a sell-off. And then what you'll notice with structure here, this forms a strong high as the sell-off from this price action breaks this strong low here. So this is a break a structure right here with this price action on this entry. So this entry is invalid, or at least based on my trading system and how I want to focus on market structure now. This trade is no longer, or this trade is not a valid trade idea just because market structure just broke, and now this is more likely a short or some consolidation. I'm going to say consolidation just based on the fact that the currency pair is strong on the 60 minute. So this particular trade, I would say, is not a good trade idea. It's not something that I want to do in the future. And we can see price action is bought back up to this 200 EMA, tested a few times over the course of 45 minutes, and then sells off. I still have eyes for long on this particular currency pair. I know psychologically I get in the habit of just really trying to trade whatever I'm trying to trade and not focusing on the technicals of what I'm seeing. So here, from this position, I stop out here in this candle. Then I take another position here at this low. But this price action here, up here at the 200 for 45 minutes, that tests this 200 EMA, this low, or this double bottom low that it puts in here, breaks the this low here. So now we have two strong highs. We have a strong high here that broke this previous level, and we have a strong high here that broke this level. So now we've put in two strong highs, and we've made two consecutive lower lows here, or weak lows. So with this, taking this entry that I took down here, this is why I stopped out right here in this candle. Just because I noticed, or at least my let's say psychology of wanting to just hammer the trade out. There's a saying, if you're a hammer, everything that you see is a nail. So when I see a currency pair doing things, it's a nail and I'm a hammer, and I just want to keep at it. But market structure is starting to give me some understanding of when it is time to put the hammer away. So I definitely put the hammer away on this one, and I just stop out early, or I stop out here. I say early by mistake, or I'd say early because based on the trade it would be early, but based on market structure it would be a trade that I would not want to take. We can see price action goes back up and tests this 200 EMA for 30 minutes. And then sells off, and is now doing more consolidation, and it's just consolidating overall here in this range, halfway through the S3 level and just below the S4 level. So this is what I'm seeing here on the 15 as far as in market structure and errors that I made trying to take this position this morning. And we'll take a look at the tickets, get an idea of risk management. So definitely I definitely overtraded on this particular currency pair, taking 4 trades on it. Ideally, I wouldn't want to take more than 2 attempts. This FOMO attempt here at first, this second attempt, which I would say would be valid. And then these last 2 attempts after market structure had broken. So these attempts would not be valid, these 2 attempts here. So only one valid trade attempt that I would take based on my system if I'm trading it using Camarilla pivots and market structure. So trading history wise, we'll take a look at the damage here. So this is the first sell, first stop out here. So about 28, 29 cents here. This is Cardano. There was one stop out in Cardano. Cardano, my first entry, was a FOMO entry as well, but still currently in Cardano. This is the second stop out here, so we're probably talking maybe 37, 38 cents. Same thing here, maybe 35, 36 cents. And this last stop out, this is the one that I appreciate the most, just because I got out, and we're looking at maybe 7, 8 cents a loss here. So with that in mind, just trying to manage my risk. I have these other two positions that are on that are also long positions. The market has been doing some consolidation today. It hasn't really chosen a direction, but we'll see how things go moving forward. But managing my risk, definitely took too many trades, and we'll see how the rest of the positions go. I'm still up from yesterday. I definitely gave some back over trading this position and then not minding market structure. So there's a possibility these other trades could work out, and then could find myself back on track for what I want to do monetarily with this account. And currently my positions are in Litecoin and Cardano. So currently Litecoin is up about 30 cents. Cardano is down maybe around about 5 cents or 6 cents or so. We'll take a quick look at those to give you an idea what else is happening here. So we can see Cardano. We'll just take a look up here at the 5 minutes since it's easier. So first entry up here, definitely FOMO, stopped out right here. Second entry here, much better. And this is actually, we can see we're holding a level right here, right at about entry. And everything looks good, above the 200, above the 200, right at the 200, but market structure seems to be holding here on the 15-minute, which is where I get my structure. But I won't go too much into detail on this. I'll have another video on Cardano depending on how it works out. And here is Litecoin. So Litecoin this morning was the cleanest thing I've been able to trade. Was able to get I was able to take one entry on Litecoin and have been able to maintain the position since entry. So we can see the entry on Litecoin here on the 60, here on the 15, and here on the 5. So we're well above here, and it seems that some buyers have come in and we're moving again. So yeah, doing a little better here on Litecoin, up maybe around about 35 or so cents, and Cardano down maybe around about 3 cents or so, and just zeroed out on Cardano. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. But this was my trade. This was my trade on Cosmos this morning. Made a bit of a mess on it, but learned some lessons. Lost a little money, but that's how it goes in trading sometimes. This is on Tilt Trading. We'll see you next time.